As you can see, college color days here in the Villages. I got an email yesterday. Somebody's asking if I tried their K-Cup coffee, I think. I'm going to guess that that's what that is. And I responded, I sent him an email back saying, sorry, I haven't received anything. But I haven't been up to the post office for a while, so Sue went out shopping yesterday. Shocking. And she stopped by the post office and she brought this stuff home that apparently has been up there, and I don't know how long it's been up there. I don't go to the post office every week. Probably on an average, we go up, check our post office box about once a month for cards and letters, and then sometimes we get a package or two, of to which thank everybody for everything. You don't have to do anything at all, but I appreciate each and everything that you guys do for us. I mean, taking time out of your day to spend your money and then send it to us, I do appreciate it. Yeah, I do. I don't know what else to say. See, I got a meet and greet today at 2 o'clock. I've got another meet and greet tomorrow, I think at 1:15. I got an email from some people that we met from Alabama that I guess they bought a house down here. So they must have got their house sold in Alabama. And I believe they're driving down today, or maybe it was yesterday. Today being Thursday, Men's Beer Day today. So they're either here now or they're going to be here tomorrow, I forget. Anyway, she sent me an email saying they want to get together and talk a little bit, and I'm more willing to do that. Just let me know. This is Labor Day weekend, busy weekend. I've got 4 or 5 meet and greets this week. So, you know, we try to get to everybody. We really, really do. Sue's gone right now. She's at ladies' luncheon. Yesterday I played 18 holes golf. We weren't sure we was going to get it in because of the rain, but we got her in. Day before that we played some golf. Championship. Always a last minute thing. 8:15 in the morning we took off and went up to Evans Prairie and played Osprey. Guys, as you can see what I'm saying between Sue's schedule and my schedule. She does what she wants to do. I do what I want to do. So when we have a meet and greet, I've constantly got to ask her, are you doing anything between noon and 5? And like today, she had a ladies' luncheon, so I reminded her when she left, don't forget, we got a meet and greet at 2 o'clock. So she said she'll be back probably about 1:15 or so. So that's our life here in the Villages. So anyway, I'm going to open up some of this mail. Oh, by the way, I went and videoed a lilac home yesterday, I think it was. So it might have been the day before yesterday. My mind anymore. I can't remember names. I can't remember days. I don't know. I guess it's part of being old. But super nice people invited us in. And when we left, the lady gave us this card and told Sue to tell me, don't open it until we left. So I've got it right here. She kept your word. We didn't open it. My camera is me. It's not the camera. I shouldn't say that. I'm walking through her house and I'm videoing a lot of things in this home because it's a very, very nice home. The different cabinetry work, the colors of the cabinetry, and some of the upgrades through the house, the archways, and things of that nature. I was trying to point out the details. And me, I had the camera set to take photos, not video. So I'm walking through the house just talking my ass away. And I get all the way through it, and we're getting ready to go home. Actually, we're saying our goodbyes when I thought, well, I better check my video to make sure I got it before I leave. And there was like, from the very beginning of the video, where I stand outside and show you the front of the house, that was okay. And that's all I had. I said, well, for some reason, I didn't get any video here. And then I got to looking. I had it set on picture taken, not video taken. So I told them, I said, I've got to walk through here one more time real quick. I said, I didn't get anything. I screwed up. And they graciously said, that's no problem. Go ahead. And thank you, by the way. So I went through it real quick and did some more video. I think I got the gist of what a lilac is to show you the square footage, some of the upgrades, how it's laid out. And it was in the village of DeSoto. That's the new village they're working on right now down there by Finney. It's not as informative as I would like for it to have been, because I had a conversation with a couple shortly after the video, asked them about the purchase of their home, asked them about their neighborhood and the construction still going on around them and how you deal with that. Just ask them good questions for you guys, things that you might not think about. And I got like none of that. So I'm going to apologize for some of the information, but at least the house, you're going to get a very good gist of what it is, some of the upgrades, what to look for, and things of that nature. So I do want to thank you very much for letting me come down there, because it's not just for me, it's basically for my viewers. They like to see these homes, and I give them my opinion. They're all nice. All of them are nice. All of them are, you can live in any one of them. But I like to poke out or pick out some of the things that are not in all homes. Like the archways you see. I don't have that in my house. I wish I did. I like it. Sometimes in an archway, right above the archway, will be a little indentation in the wall where you can like maybe set a statue or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that in my house. I wish I did. So these are why I point those things out. Window treatments. We didn't have any window treatments in my house when we bought it. We didn't have any washer and dryer in my house when we bought it. These are some of the things I point out because they're not available in all homes. And if you're coming down to buy a new home, these are things that I want you to look for. And these are things that add to the price of the house also. You buy a house with washer and dryer, that house price has got that figured in there. So anyway, and if you're bringing stuff down and you buy a house that doesn't have a washer and dryer, you might consider keeping what you got to bring down or just buy a new one. Anyway, I'm back out in Lanai today. It's a cloudy day. It's not near as hot as it has been for a couple months now. Today's probably 80-ish, breezy, very cloudy and overhanging. As you can probably see, the brightness around me is not near as bright, probably as it normally is. We're going to get rain today. It's just a matter of time. And anyway, nice day. So anyway, on with this. Let me get this opened from the my gosh, I can't remember their names. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. People down at DeSoto, I did your house. Oh, a card. It'll probably have their name in here. Whew, that'll bail me out of trouble. It says, blessed are the givers. Oh, we got stuff in here. It says, Skip and Sue, you have given us such a wealth of info about the villages. I have a notebook. She does too. She showed us the notebook. And yeah, she kept notes on things that I said, things that I like, things that I don't like. I was impressed. But don't let my opinions influence you. I mean, just take the information and do with it what you want. I have a notebook filled with Skip and Sue recommendations and ideas. We are consignment shopping in the coming weeks. Well, Sue's the expert on that. As you know, you keep notes. I'm not a shopper. But of all the consignment stores that I have been to, when we get out, I get bored. Sometimes I will go with her just to walk around and look around. I like Bargains and Trailers. It's cram-packed full. You know, so it's one of them places where you kind of walk between aisles of stuff. But there's a lot of other consignment stores. Send Sue the email. She'll be more than glad to point you the right direction. Stella and Alan Hodkinson. Yes. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, a $15 gift certificate to Taco Bell. See, she watched my video because I told them, I said, of all the Mexican restaurants I've been to, I haven't found a taco yet that's as good as Taco Bell as far as I'm concerned. Thank you very much. I guarantee you that'll be used. Oh, Starbucks. Oh my gosh, what did you buy? Thanks. Yeah, Starbucks card, guarantee you. That's my favorite coffee. She kept good notes. Yes, I will use that Starbucks card, guarantee you. And I got their card too. Also, I should mention that in the villages, this is a big deal. As a guy, I don't get it. But this is a big deal down here. Everybody gets their personal card. And I think it's when a village is new, you don't know anybody. And so you can go to Lake Sumter when they have the market night. There's a guy up there that does these for you. You pick your design out and what you want on your card one week. The next week you go up to market night at Lake Sumter again, and he'll have them for you, just that quick. And it has your name, your address, you can put your phone number, your email, whatever you want on your card. And here they did the same thing. We would have driveway parties and stuff, and you see these people giving each other cards. I'm your neighbor over here, here's my phone number and stuff, and for that it's okay. So just keep in mind, this is something you're going to probably want to do when you come down here, is get your cards made up. I don't think guys do this very much. I think this is more of a woman kind of thing. Maybe I'm being sexist, I don't know. Sue was always giving me cards to put in my billfold, and I don't know if they're in my billfold or not because I never look for them. I never take them out because the guys that I play golf with, we have a golf list. And on that golf list is names, ID numbers, phone numbers, and that's all I need. Another card probably from Mrs. Pamela Geeson from New Hampshire. I know, Sue's not here today, so I'm playing with sharp objects. Oops, come on out. What the heck? Come on out. Says, thank you. Skip and Sue, thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time discussing life in the villages. We appreciate all of your information. It was great to talk in person to people who have lived in the villages. Thanks also for your video, Skip and Sue. Great food at Evans Prairie. With heartfelt thanks, Pam and Ron Geeson. It's no problem, Pam. We enjoyed it. You didn't have to buy our dinner either. I didn't expect it. But I do appreciate it. Sue appreciates it. It sometimes just makes us feel guilty about a meet and greet, you know. But we do appreciate it. We thank you. We had fun. I hope you got the information you needed. I know sometimes it gets overwhelming. There's just so much stuff to you want to know before you invest money in a lot, you know, in a house and whatever, and to make a move halfway across the United States, and you don't want to go to the wrong place because, you know, there you are after all that money and the time and the effort of moving to get here, and 6 months later you find out I don't like it here. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I wasn't like that. We had 20-some years of playing around down here that we knew that this is where we was coming. But in a lot of people's cases, that may not be the case. I mean, this place ain't for everybody. I know that. So I try to answer as much as I can. And what some questions might kind of seem silly to me may not be silly to somebody else. So I do try to answer all the questions. But I will tell you, I won't answer stupid questions, what I consider to be stupid questions. And I'll just let it go at that. You can just use your imagination what those are. So let's just move on. Thanks for the card. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate dinner. We had fun talking. I did tag you in on one of my videos at the end there. That was fun. I don't remember which video. It's this mind up here. It's going. I'm telling you, it's going. All right, let's open this box and see if this is that coffee that we've been searching for. I'm not sure what kind of coffee it is, truthfully, because I pretty much have my coffee I've been drinking for years, and I really like it. And the odds are me giving that coffee up is probably slim to none. But I do drink other coffee once in a while when I have to. How do you open this thing? Yeah, this is the K-Cup stuff here. I assume it's all one thing. Pacific Bold, yeah, this is it for the Keurig. Extra bold, dark roast coffee, extra bold. Yeah, I used to drink extra bold stuff out of Starbucks all the time when I went to work. Yeah. Is that a card? What is that up here? Oh, here's a letter, I think. Because it had that extra kick to get you going. The one that I can remember Starbucks had back then was called Dragon, something Dragon. It wasn't Dragon's Breath. I can't remember the exact name of it. And they may not even have it anymore, but it was coffee that was regular coffee that was ready to go, and I used to get it going to work. Something Dragon. But anyway, whew, I could drink, had a very good flavor to it. It was a very good coffee, but man, it must have been loaded with caffeine. That's the only thing I can say. I mean more caffeine than normal, because by the time I got to work, I swear to God, I could feel the hair growing on the back of my neck, and I was wide awake and ready to go. So I drink that a lot. A little bit of wine today. It's not expensive wine, but I like it. Somebody said, what's the best wine to drink? I've always said, the one you like. And I like this. It's a Barefoot. It's a Moscata. It's I can't remember what it's called, but it's a berry Moscata. Says extra sweet or deliciously sweet, red Moscata, something like that. So Sue and I both drink Moscata. It's a sweet wine. Most people don't like sweet wine. I do. And I like out of all of them, they got the pink, the white wine, I guess you call it, and then they got the red. I really like the red. Sue really likes the white. We both like the pink. I drink all of them, really. I mean, and what food does it go with? I don't know. Anything I'm eating at the time, I guess. I'm not a connoisseur here, but I just like it. It's not real expensive. $7 a bottle or something like that. And I think you can get them on sale once in a while. So that's what I drink. Let's see what this letter says. It says, long-time subscriber and big fan of your videos. Thank you. You have provided quality information. I'm not sure how much quality information I've provided. Sometimes I get a little off course. Not watered down version that real estate agents give. I'm not trying to sell a house, so I have no reason to lie to you. And I don't get a kickback from nobody. None of the real estate people here are sponsoring my channel. So, not to say I wouldn't like that, but they don't. So, I'm not going to, as they say, I'm not going to baffle you. But I have to say, because of your videos, we are probably 99% sure to be owners in the villages by next winter. Well, good. We did the 1 week lifestyle visit last March. I ran into you outside I remember you now. Yeah, I was sitting outside the barber shop. You was waiting for your haircut, and now we are returning in February for a 6-week visit to Finney. Hopefully we can get together for a beer some afternoon, as my wife has her own business that she takes with her. So most days I'm on my own. I will try to contact you there. And okay, I'm retired for the last 3 years. 3 years and you're still up there? Get out of there, it's cold. Except doing some boat deliveries up and down the coast occasionally and driving a ferry in Boston. I bet that's cool, driving a ferry. I bet that'd be a cool part-time job in the summer months. I'm not sure about winter, but anyway. But our big goal is to either sell or sufficiently downsize our presence in New England and get to Florida for the least part of the year real soon. In the comments of one of your videos a couple of weeks ago that you opened with your Keurig, I wrote to you back my favorite K-Cup and Costco Kirkland Pacific Bowl. I have tried just about every brand out there, including the one you like, but I keep coming back to this. At Costco, a box of 120 cups costs 36 bucks, but every couple of months it goes on sale for 31. So I stock up during those sales. I drink too much coffee, as do I. And come to think of it, probably too much beer, as do I. There are worse sins in this world. Those ain't the worst. A guy at our local Costco store told me that this coffee may be packaged by Starbucks, and I'm not a Starbucks fan. I am, except for the flavors of their coffees. So I bit and closed our 6 cups on me, Skip, and I look forward possibly on buying you that beer in March. Okay. Thank you, Skip, for all you do. Okay, I'll try it. I don't turn down coffee, especially free coffee. I don't turn it down. But I gotta tell you, I really like the one I got. So, you know, I may like this, but I'll probably stick with what I got. Okay, and then I don't know what this is. This is from, looks like Kent Nelson from Orlando, Florida. I wonder if this is the same guy that sent me an email a few days ago. So he lived in Orlando, but he's trying to make the move up to the Villages, and I can't remember the rest of the email, but yeah, he's working on moving up here. You're not that far away, Kent. Come on up for a visit. I mean, what is it, 45-minute drive? Just come on up. What do we got in here? Good stuff. Okay, letter. Skip, this shirt is for Thursday beer days. Kent Nelson. Oh, I can only imagine what it's going to say. Oh. Well, so far I like the colors of it. Let me see. Let me get it open here without getting it all dirty. Oh, that is so cool. Can you see me? I love it. You guys see this? It's got all the different, let me get it closer. It's got all the different beers on the front of it. And on the back for that matter. Yeah. That is so cool. Thank you, Kent. Thank you. I love it. I will wear that for beer day. I can hear it now. Everybody's going to say, where'd you get the shirt? Where'd you get the shirt? I'm just going to say, a friend of mine sent it to me from Orlando. All right. I want to do, let me set some of this stuff aside here. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. My wife always tells me, keep it clean. I want to answer a couple of questions real quick, because this is going to go up on Friday. I haven't been doing the news for the last couple of weeks. It's just kind of been boring news, nothing really. Emily H. says, curious about the townhouses in Spanish Springs, etc. Yeah, there's a couple of areas up in Spanish Springs with townhouses, what we call townhouses. Some areas of this country, those exact same homes are called condos. I'm not sure what they actually call them here in Florida. I really don't. But they got a set of them over by Glenview Golf Course too. They're strategically located. They're very well hidden. I've actually had a tour of a couple of them a few years ago. They're gorgeous inside. Some of them are at the age though where probably some updating should be involved inside for different things. But other than that, they're unique and they're gorgeous. I'd like to get a tour of a couple of them, truthfully, and get it on video. But the thing is, those things don't hardly come up for sale. Once in a great while, you'll see one pop up. But then it doesn't last very long. And literally, I mean, they don't last but a day or two, and they're sold. It's that quick. And once they're sold, that's it. You know, nobody else is getting in. And I haven't been able to get a video of those, but I'd like to get one. I'm going to do a video though, a drive-through tour probably, of what the area looks like, what these townhouses look like, and the location to where they're at as far as to a square or a country club or something like that. I'm going to do it. I just haven't got up there. I don't get up to Spanish Springs that much, really. Okay. I am a somewhat young, over 55er who enjoys talking with others when I travel, especially meeting people from other countries and places. I am a single woman active in bicycling, swimming, who also enjoys learning new things such as languages, book clubs, history. I read there are many different special interest groups that one can join that meet right in the villages. I will try the Lifestyles program this autumn. Do you know if I could attend some of these groups to see if I fit in as a single? I appreciate your realist portrayer of the villages so people can know the advantages and disadvantages. Yeah, when you come out with a lifestyle visit, they will cater to you. You'll have a manager of some sort. I don't know exactly what he's called, but that person is on your beck and call to set up a golf tee time for you, to answer any of your questions. I'm not sure exactly what all they actually will do for you, but I know that there's some local person there that'll be assigned to you. They're not going to harass you or bother you all the time, but they'll probably introduce you to that person, and then you can call them and ask questions of this and that. Now, let's get to what I say. As far as I know, when you come down a lifestyle visit, you're treated as a resident, just like me. And you're welcome to go to, I think, any of these groups. If you've got your resident ID card. And I assume on the lifestyle visit that they give you some type of a visitor ID card or a temporary resident ID card, probably collar coded, so they'll know that by that collar that you're on a lifestyle visit. You are a potential home buyer, so everybody, once they see that card, they're going to know who you are. But yeah, you can go to them. I don't see why you can't. Gosh, I don't even know what to tell you what club you want to go see, because there's over 2,000 of them, and they meet at all these different rec centers at all different hours of the day, basically 7 days a week. So if you want to go to an exercise class somewhere, as long as they got room for you, because some of them you're required to sign up beforehand because of fire laws. They only allow so many people in a room. But yeah, the guy that will be taking care of you when you come down, yeah, get that number from the guy or gal that's going to be taking care of you or looking after you, and get that, and they can probably guide you a long way to go to whatever group or whatever activity you're wanting to go to. So don't hesitate to ask them for help. Let me see, I had another question in here I wanted to address. I forget what it was though. Oh, and some more information too. Anybody that's interested in the villages, phone numbers for sinkhole insurance, home insurance, emergency response, all these different questions, property taxes, house figured, bond payments and how it works, and the CDD and the supervisors and how that works, and rec centers. That was it. That was a question about rec centers. Don't let me forget. And all how that works and everything. Ryan Erickson? Anyway, he writes several books. One of which is called Inside the Bubble, and that's what they call the villages, the bubble. And he's got a history of the villages in there with all types of information of the things I just said. And I really recommend to get that book. I have a copy of that book. And It's got everything, all the questions that you're asking me, basically 85% of the questions you're asking me is in that book. And I really recommend to get that book. If you go to www.insidethebubble.co/skip, you'll receive a $10 discount for that book. And there's two different kind of books. There's an e-book, a book that you read on your phone or your iPad, I guess. Or you can get the, it's like a paperback book, but it's a big one. It's not a small little, it's a pretty good sized book. It's easy to read, print's big, so it's easy to read. And that one might be a little bit more. I'm not sure what the price actually is, like $40 maybe. So my $10 discount is roughly 30-ish. I don't really know the exact price. But he writes a lot of other books too. About retirement, about when to retire, how much do you need to retire. He's got books on other retirement communities around this area, a book about how to pick out the right community for you. Just go through all that stuff. Sometimes he offers a special deal too, where like for $100 you get exclusive access to all of that. And those sales don't come up too often, and when they do come up, they don't last very long. A couple, 3 days, and then he shuts it down because I think he's overwhelmed. So yeah, any of you that's interested in that book, go there where I told you and do that, because it's well worth it. Oh, the rec center. Somebody, and I forget who it was, it's in here somewhere, but I don't really want to take the time to go looking for all this. Anyway, about rec centers, if they have a sinkhole around a rec center, or under a rec center, or a rec center gets totally destroyed, who pays for that? Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know exactly how that works. Every district has their government. I'm District 10, and the Finney area I think is District 12. And the further north you go, the numbers get smaller. If it says District 1, District 2, those are older areas of the villages. And as you come further south to the newer areas, those district numbers climb. I know that for a couple, 3 years anyway, the developer is in total control of everything, of a district. He even assigns the district supervisors for that district as long as he's in control. There's no voting. He just puts people in. And there's been a lot of good and bad said about that, but that's just the way it is. Then after that, people can run for those offices, and then you as a resident in that district can vote. That's after the developer turns the control over to that district. He also he owns all the rec centers, and then he sells those rec centers back to that district. And I don't know exactly how all that works. We all pay our amenity fees. We all pay a maintenance fee. So exactly where our district comes up with the, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 to buy a rec center, I don't really know. I probably should know. It's just one of them things that I'm not real political. I'm basically not political correct at all, and I don't get into politics all that much because it just makes me mad, so I just don't get involved in it. Should I? Probably. But there's all kinds of meetings down here that are free, and especially for new villagers, and they hold these meetings like once a month, I think, at Lake Sumter. Mr. Rohan will tell you exactly how all this works and how each district works. They have different kinds of meetings, usually at Eisenhower down here where I'm at, where they'll explain exactly how a bond works, exactly where the money goes and how it's paid back, and so on and so forth. I've never been to those meetings. I'm too busy playing golf. So if you're interested in all that, I would highly recommend to find out when those meetings are going to be and go to them. Also, you can go to any rec center, and anywhere else for that matter, but any rec center, and pick up the monthly recreational guide. For those of you that's wanting to do certain things but don't know when, where, and what time, it's all in that recreation guide. and they're free. You just pick one up, and when you go out for dinner or a cup of coffee, kind of glance through it, give you a good idea what's going on. Okay, I've done enough. I want to cut these videos shorter. So, y'all have a good day. Cloudy, warm, all in all, not too bad today. Meet and greet 2 o'clock today. I think one tomorrow, like I said, at 1:15 at Gators. So, I'll see you guys on the other side.